Hi, Alexis.
We have speed.
Okay. Congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
film. It was really cute. It had
Thank
a
you.
little bit of everything. I laughed, I cried, I couldn't have asked for more. Talk to me about reuniting with Hilary Swank again and
Yeah.
why she was the ideal Holly.
Well, this movie could be more conventionally told, and part of that would be in the casting. And there are many actresses out there who Hollywood would immediately think will be right for this kind of role. But I had gotten to know Hillary on Freedom Writers, and I had gotten to know the other side of her, and I've gotten to know how funny and self-deprecating and goofy she can be, and how every woman she is, and also how beautiful and feminine she is. And I thought it would be a really fresh take on this to have her play this part. And we also had a wonderful partnership, and we wanted to continue working together.
Because it's true. I was watching. I'm like, you always see Hillary in either really serious roles or other mysterious roles. So it was nice to see her in kind of like a romantic comedy, see her soften up a bit. And it was great. I love that you guys shot in Dublin. That was nice. Talk to me about that.
Isle Island's one of my favorite places on earth, and the whole book takes place in Ireland. So part of my adaptation was to bring back that into the story. Because the first draft was all set in New York. So it was great. It's a beautiful country. The people are wonderful. The weather changes every second, so matching shots is kind of an insane attempt. But I loved it. I really loved it.
And another thing that worked well was the chemistry, not only between Hillary and Gerard, but between Hillary and Harry, because it was that awkward type of chemistry that we've all gone through at some point in our life.
Right.
Talk to me about both of those matches.
Jerry, this was before 300, but as soon as I met him, I knew he was right for it, because I wanted someone who was very masculine and very, I wanted someone who Hillary could jump into his arms and make her seem like she was just a toy. And also had a very charming, boyish quality about him, a sort of mischievous glint in his eye. So Jerry in life is very much like Jerry in the movie, in real life, Jerry Butler. Harry is very similar to Daniel. He has a very twisted sense of humor. Harry is a really, really funny guy. And when he read this part, he said he knew he had it. And this part was inspired by a real story. A woman I had asked had talked to me about losing a fiance, and she said, I went to the funeral, and she says, believe me, the person that I wanted to be with the most was the person who didn't know my fiance and who said the most blunt, inappropriate things to me. And she says, I loved it because I was so sick of everybody being sympathetic and gushing over me and like missing him with me, that being with this other guy was like a vacation from all of that. And that gave me the idea to make him have this kind of disorder, this sort of personality disorder.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
And then also Kathy Bates. I mean, she's
can do no wrong. She's one of the great actresses.
She's going to be honored pretty soon.
She is?
Yes, I think it's going to be next Sunday. I don't remember what it is. I remember I'm covering it, but she is getting an honor.
Do you remember what it was? Oh, that's
I don't remember
wonderful.
what it is, but she's some sort of achievement award.
Oh,
so
I've
there's
gotta
going to be a
find
big
out.
night and a
Find
big
out.
dinner just for her.
Oh,
so
that's
that'll
great.
be great. And final question, what are you hoping people kind of take from the film?
I just hope that they have a good time, because we're in such difficult times right now, and it'd be great to see, have them just enjoy a movie where they can laugh and they can cry and they can.
So I love the film. It was very cute, and you did an amazing job in it. Tell us about Jerry. Who is Jerry and what he means kind of overall?
Yeah, I think Jerry is just one of these guys who's so full of heart and soul. Guys love him. He's there for his friends. He's there for his woman, and he's lived a life where he's been through a lot, but he just naturally and intuitively has that wisdom about how to get through things and how to appreciate what you really have. And yet he's fun. He knows that it's okay to be silly and not take yourself too seriously. But at the end of the day, he really, I think, is a kind of true proponent for the more pure and beautiful things in life. That you can see how much he loves his wife and how much he wants her to be happy and how he tries his different ways, and and that's just really touching.
Was it nice to play kind of a completely different type of character for you?
Yeah, it was. But the writing was so good and so clever, and you know that he could be those things, and yet without being wet in any way. You know, he's a bad boy. You know, he's a rogue. He can't help his tongue and his wit, and that was all down to, you know, Richard's writing, so yeah, it was fun for me because not up until then, but a lot of the roles that I've been more known for are not like this. Let's just say that.
I think that's one way to put it, yes. Now, are you or are you not doing Sabretooth for the new Wolverine movie?
No, I'm not.
So those are rumors.
Just rumors.
Okay.
There's many rumors going about many things, but no,
There's
not at all.
always rumors. And final question, what is your reaction to getting most buzzworthy in Entertainment Weekly? You and Amy Winehouse share the new title.
I didn't know that happened.
Oh.
So my reaction is, wow, that's cool. Was that this week or was that a few weeks ago? Or
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I gotta start reading some magazines.
What do you feel that means, most buzzworthy?
Yeah, see, I don't know what that means. So I'm kind of like, wow, what does that mean? But it's got to be a compliment, I think, because if I'm sitting next to Amy Winehouse and what's buzzworthy? Is, you know, there's somebody worth talking about. Yeah, that Jerry Butler, he's crap. Yeah, Jerry Butler's crap. Jerry Butler's crap. He's not very good. Yeah, I think that's what it means.
Any kinds of buzz is good buzz. I don't know.
Yeah,
Right?
but exactly, yeah. And I've often had a lot of people say I'm crap. So I think that it's there's often been a lot of buzz about me.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
and congratulations
Thanks
once
a lot.
again.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Okay. Congratulations on the film. It was
Thank you.
really cute. I
Thanks.
loved to see you kind of goofy and funny. It was refreshing to kind of see you in the new role.
Thank you.
I loved it.
Thanks.
Tell us what P.S. I Love You is about and what drew you to the script.
Well, as you were just mentioning about Freedom Riders, I worked with Richard LaGravenese on Freedom Riders this year. And while we were filming, Richard just kept saying, you know, you're such a goofball. It's like, I can't believe this. And people don't know this side of you, and I want to show it. So I read P.S. I Love You, and I just fell in love with it. It was one of those movies I just laughed through my tears as I was reading it. It was a reminder to me of what life's about, you know. To not take the ones you love for granted because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It was a reminder of how life isn't perfect and how to laugh through the imperfections with the support of your friends and family, and it was really heartwarming and uplifting, I think.
I also loved the chemistry between you and Gerard, which was great, and then the awkward chemistry that we've all experienced between you and Harry.
Yeah.
That was great. Talk to me about that, and doing it all in Dublin.
Well, not all of it.
Not all, but
we
parts.
filmed about 2.5 weeks in Dublin, and then the rest was all in New York. But you know, this was one of those casts that is just so talented, you know, and a script that has such just complexities for every character. You know, all the characters are really fleshed out, and we all just had such a great time together. And there was a lot of laughter on the set. And for me, I worked every day. And so everyone, it was kind of like a revolving door of actors. One day, you know, Jerry would pop out, and then Harry, and then Jeffrey Dean, and then Kathy Bates. So I was really lucky. I had a lot of fun.
You've had a very busy year between the last 3 films that you did, going all over the place and doing press and everything else. What has the year been like for you? Let me just ask you, actually, has it been kind of a whirlwind? Do you get to go home?
It's very, you know, this business is a whirlwind because when you're actually not filming, you're still working. You know, a lot of people have this just completely warped idea of what it's like to be an actor because you think, oh yeah, you film and then you're off all this time. But no, you know, our weekends we're here talking about our movies and which is great. You know, I love to talk about a movie that I love so much and that I was a part of and that I was a part of creating and collaborating on. So a lot of my time is spent traveling around. From here I'll go to New York, and then I'll go to London, and then I'll go to Ireland, and that's great. I get to see the world and talk about what I love.
And is it true that you have now signed on with Fangland?
I am a producer, so that's my newly acquired book for my production company. But I have a lot of slates in development.
Very nice, good. And final question, with Oscar season creeping up right around the corner,
Yes.
And with you being the, third youngest female actress with 2 awards.
Isn't that crazy?
I can't even imagine being
mind-blowing.
in your shoes. What
Every
is that
time I
like?
even hear it, it's amazing to me.
What does that mean for you? Where do you keep them? How does that all work?
Good question. How does it all work? Because I don't know. A lot of luck, I think. I have them in my family room. Yeah, they're in my family room, and it's always an amazing reminder that I'm living a very blessed life and getting to do what I love, for sure.
Any advice for future Oscar nominees that'll jump in your shoes?
Just be in the moment, breathe, enjoy it. That's kind of a reminder of how to live life too, I think. We only have this moment now, so enjoy it.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Could be gone tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, congratulations. I really enjoyed the movie. It was really, really cute. And of course, I had to cry as everybody else was on the sides of me, so I didn't feel so bad getting all teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Tell us first about who Sharon plays in Holly's life and kind of what her role is, what she means to her.
I think Sharon is, Holly's best friend, and I think she's kind of her big sister, and I think she's kind of the caretaker. I think Lisa's character and Hillary and my character Sharon, they're all very close, but Sharon's definitely like the most controlling and kind of the mama bear and the most protective, and she's the only one who's married at the time. She's going to be the first one to have the baby, so she's definitely the one who's like at home making dinner for everyone all the time,
Would you say that was a relatable character for you? Are you kind of the more mature one, would you say, maybe in your group of friends?
Absolutely not. I'm definitely not the more mature one. To me, I'm like the baby in my friends. So it's kind of nice to play the mature one for a second. I'm definitely the one that everyone kind of takes care of.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And one of the other things that I loved about this film is all you girls are fabulous and you look fabulous. And I'm like, that is so great. You guys all played. I couldn't really quite meet the age. It's like about early 30 or 29-ish.
Oh, God bless
I love
you.
that. What was it like kind of, playing that age range? You totally look fabulous. You look great.
I never think about age. I mean, unless I'm playing someone who's like, 70 years old and I think, ooh, what kind of prosthetics do I get to play? I actually have no idea how old they were supposed to be. But, 29, I think it's a little young, but it's okay, I'll take it.
It's always acceptable.
Sure.
And obviously, the friends play a very important role in Holly's life. They kind of help pull her through, with the letters and everything. And I wanted to kind of just talk about the importance of the circle that you guys build around her to protect her and get her out, where she feels at time that she's falling and you guys are kind of trying to help pull her back out.
Right.
Talk to me about kind of like that chemistry, that relationship that you all three.
Well, I think, I think the scenes were written such that it kind of led it to the right place. I mean, I certainly could relate to my friends being very protective over them, and when things have been down, you're sensitive and you're supportive, and then you're like, all right, come on, you got to get yourself going again. So.
And finally, I did want to talk about, it looked like you guys had a blast doing a lot of the scenes, and you guys got to go to some beautiful places.
Yeah, we got to go to Dublin, which is awesome. I mean, it's great. I mean, everyone was great. Dublin was beautiful. We had a lot of fun. It was a pretty easy gig.
I was going to say, it beats working for a living.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Congratulations on the film. It was so cute, and I love Denise.
Oh, good.
I was like, yes, finally. I'm like, oh, tell him. Say what we all want to say sometimes, but we never could.
But never do and never will, because it's counterproductive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tell us about Denise.
Denise is, Holly and Sharon's friend. And you can imagine probably that they were friends, you know, way back before anyone was married. Denise still isn't married. Wonder why. And you know, she's just real direct, and it's almost like, you know, TikTok, I don't have time. So are you gay? Are you single? Do you work? I just there's like a few I have a few requisites. I just need to get out of the way. And it's just, that was funny.
Wouldn't that save us all so much time?
I guess. Yeah.
Maybe.
It
But
would,
then-
but can't you find that out pretty quickly? Those things? Pretty quickly.
That's true.
It comes
without,
up in
yeah,
the
without
course of
being
natural.
so.
It's like you don't have like one more minute that you could give
The person exactly.
just to finesse it a little more.
Definitely. How did you enjoy playing the role of Denise? Was it kind of fun and refreshing?
It was fun. It was fun. You know, it's great when you're given these very funny lines, you know, and then you just hope you don't screw it up because it's easy. It would be easy to.
I think comedy's in your blood, though. I don't think you could possibly ever screw up a comedy, though.
No.
That's.
You'd be
I think
surprised.
that'll ooze. So what was it like shooting in Ireland? Did you guys get to hit the town at all and enjoy it?
Yeah, sure, because, you know, I wasn't working every day, and my husband came over. We had a little vacation. I know, I shouldn't say that.
That's
Studio's
nice.
expense. But it was really great. I love Ireland. I'd only been there once before, really briefly, and I fell in love. It's such a great place.
The scenery. I've never been there, but it's green. It just looks so peaceful and.
This movie is like a tourism ad for Ireland. It really is that beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
Are you able to travel at all with your son ever to take him to any of the shoots or?
Well, it's usually when he's in school, and I'd prefer not to take him out of school, you know. And then on a movie set, I mean, actually the last place for a kid, because think about it, all right, be quiet and don't move. It's not really good for young boys, you know.
That's true. It sounds like maybe it'd be fun, but that's what it boils down to. Overall, what are you hoping people take from the film?
Well, you know, there's one thing in this movie that I hope people get out of it, and it is don't keep waiting for your life to start, because this is your life, and you have to either embrace where you are or change it, you know.
I think that's true. A lot of you miss good things. You miss things that could have happened, you know, good or bad. Even
Yeah.
when bad things happen, I think we all learn from them, and they're all experiences.
Yeah.
I agree. I like that. Do you have any plans for New Year's resolution, or have you ever had those in the past, and have they ever worked?
No, I mean, I've done it once or twice, and it doesn't work, and I'm tired of disappointing myself, so I don't do it anymore.
That makes sense. Do you have a favorite holiday film?
Wow, someone asked me that. I like Miracle on 34th Street. I like it a lot because magic exists in it. And I know there's another one. I just can't think right now.
Christmas Story.
No, that's not it.
Grinch.
No. Well, I loved
It's a
all of
Wonderful
those
Life.
claymation things as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, those claymation things with like Santa Claus is coming to town. It's Fred Astaire, you know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Frosty the Snowman. I love those.
All those Gumby type
Yeah.
movies. Great. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank
Oh,
you.
they were puppet, not claymation. They were puppet.
Oh yeah,
things.
they were puppet. A lot of time beating around the bush and just nonsense. Okay, so let's start off with Daniel. Tell us about Daniel and a little bit about his bluntness and his character in relation to Holly.
Well, when I read the script and I talked to Richard LaGravenese, who directed it, the first thing I learned was that this guy had Asperger's syndrome, which is a painful thing to have to live with when you don't really have a filter to what you say, and it doesn't really matter what people say to you. You just kind of go off in whatever direction you want to go. And I found that really fascinating. I think the character also has a really good sense of humor, and it was a tough balance to try to not make him laughable, you know, but still find the comedy in what he had to say. But what was really cool was to be a guy that really said exactly what he wanted to say in the most honest form, without any kind of compliments or sugarcoating or anything like that. It was very interesting to do.
And I also loved the awkward chemistry between you and Hillary, which we've all been through.
Sure.
Talk to me about that.
Well, it was awkward. I mean, the circumstances were awkward. I mean, she just lost her husband. I find her very attractive, but I really could care less about, that's the fact that she lost her husband. I really want to get to know her. So you're dealing with the circumstance of that. And also, you're dealing with my issues, which are just everything's right on the table. And she's trying to process that with all of these people kind of tugging at her. And there's just times that it's just awkward. And I don't know if I'm giving anything away, but I won't give anything away, but it's nice that it ended up, my character and her character ended up the way they did. Yeah, I just thought it was unpredictable, and it was refreshing.
It was. And you've definitely done a lot of films already, but this one in particular had so much music.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody sang but you.
I
Was
know.
was that awkward?
Well, no, I mean, no, it wasn't awkward. Everybody kind of did their things. I wasn't around when these people did their separate scenes when they had to sing, but I thought they did a great job, I mean, it would have been fun to sing, but I didn't lose any sleep over it.
It wouldn't have been fair, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, I appreciate that.
I also had a Grammys question for you because I'm doing a whole feature on the Grammys, and I think it's wonderful that Herbie Hancock Jazz made it into Album of the Year category.
Isn't that cool?
Up against Kanye West, Foo Fighters, totally
Isn't that amazing?
random category.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask what your reaction was to that, and I also wanted to ask of the 3 Grammys that you personally have, kind of what that experience was like for you each time, and what a Grammy actually means to a musician.
Well, Herbie's Herbie, and everybody who knows anything loves Herbie, and I've had a chance to spend a little time with him, and I just, he's one of my all-time heroes, and I think it's great for him. He deserves all of the attention and praise that he gets. As far as the Grammys that I've won, it's just such a compliment, it's such a form of flattery for somebody to give you an award for something, but you're comparing art, and it's really difficult to do that. So as much as I am honored to receive these awards, I don't really give them a lot of thought, because it's just not, it's something, it's apples and oranges, really,
Great, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for
What
coming.
is your cool? Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, what you got for me?
All right. So tell us about William. Who is William, and what attracted you to William's character? Why did you want to sign on for
Oh, William is kind of in my mind, every man's man, a blue-collar guy who plays guitar in the pub at night and is a Coast Guard guy during the day, and just a kind of happy-go-lucky Irishman, I guess. And what was the next part of that question?
Why did you sign on? What attracted you to play William?
The cast, Hillary. How can you say no to doing a movie with her? You'd be a fool. I love the director, and the material was amazing. I think between the 3 of those, I'd have been a complete idiot to not do the film.
And it worked fabulously. I love the film. It was really cute, and I
Good,
loved
good.
the chemistry between you and Hillary. It was great. It was
thank
great.
you, thank you. Yeah, that was all real too. I think we really liked each other. She's really, she's so great to work with her. She's so present. I don't know if I've ever worked with an actor. There's a reason that she's won 2 Oscars, and she listens better than anyone I've ever worked with in my life, and which is a hard thing. Most actors are in their own head all the time, and they're waiting for themselves to have a chance to talk. She's right there in the scene. She's amazing. She's amazing. I can't say, I've done 50 interviews today, and I can't say enough good things about her, and how lucky I am to have had a chance to work with her. If I could do every movie with her, I would.
That's definitely a
Yeah,
compliment for
yeah.
her. And talk to me about filming in Dublin.
All of Ireland it's kind of a magical place. It's as much a character in this movie as anyone. It was a blast. It's in my head I have a picture of Ireland before I'd ever been, and you never expect it to kind of live up to those expectations. And when we got there and we go out to you know, Wicklow, you know, the green hills and the friggin' a rainbow, for God's sake, you know, right in front of us. I mean, it was like, it was sort of unbelievable.
Like,
And beyond that, the people were great. We had so much fun kind of mingling with the people and our crew, and it was a kind of once in a lifetime experience. I think it was a hell of a time.
are you big on karaoke normally?
No, no, I don't have a karaoke song. I've never been to a karaoke bar, and no, I'm not going to sing for you. Good try. I'll show you my butt.
Okay, well then I'll take that.
Your daughter's here.
That's right. No, but thank you very much. I'll let you go, and you're all set. You're done for the day. You get to relax.
I am. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Nice talking to you
Thank
too.
you.